option. She's hypergamous for a reason. It's for her offspring. She needs to be with the highest value guy. Stop acting like the guys she doesn't want. Stop giving her signals that you're not a desired man. Stop giving her signals that you're not a high value guy. It's like guys, oh my God, I don't understand how y'all can't figure this out right now.
Like shit
Women literally have a checklist.
What's that?
Super jock bullshit.
What's that?
What? I didn't hear you.
I said this is he's bordering now on like treat women like shit and they'll want you more.
Well, you know, you give your attention away to women, you know, there's no more chasing it and it gets boring,
you went from treat them nicely to get sex to treat them badly to get sex.
Well, you know, people
like,
want
and that romantic relationships are just transactional, all in the span of like 60 seconds. It's just
people want what they can't have, you know, and you give it away to somebody, there's nothing to shoot for anymore and they're gonna get stale.
The name of that one guy that was like 3 or 4 years ago, he got like super popular for doing that on YouTube.
It's like, you know, the girl that, you know, I dated for 3 months, you know, the second I got with her, you know, all of a sudden, you know, morning blowjob stop, quit making me dinner, you know, quit going out of her way to do shit. Then I break up with her, you know, and replace her with another girl, and all of a sudden she's doing all that again to try to get my approval.
I think any good relationship should be like 50, close to like, you know, 40, 60, 50, 50, based off of like...
Oh yeah, logically.
Of each
there's good relationships out there, you know, that definitely can happen, you know. It's just, it's trying to, I guess, prepare.
I mean, I'm sure there's, once again, depends on the relationship, but any relationship I'd want to be in would be like, you know, some give and take.
Yeah, and it's like basically you got to go through the premise of your life like as a dude. You're 22, that you're the catch. You're the, you know, the catch.
You're also assuming I would only date women, but...
Well, you know, men and women, you know, whatever your taste is, nothing wrong with that.
Whatever in between.
I don't know what your preferences are, but...
when it comes to, like, gender, I don't really have one.
You're one of those? I don't know the word for that.
A preference, that is, not a gender. I definitely have a gender.
Oh, cool.
I realize the phrasing of that sentence could be confusing.
I'm just kind of out of the loop without that.
There's people who, like, identify as, what is it, agender? Right?
I'm gender neutral? I don't know.
Yeah. I'm out of the loop without that.
Like, non-binary. I guess that would fall under the, like, umbrella of non-binary, but I know there's more specific ones. I don't really have them all memorized. I'm not good with cataloging information mentally like that.
As much hate as that probably get, I think, oh, that's just excessive. You know,
Holy shit. Sorry, what was that? I got distracted by the game for a second. Dude, fuck.
I was just talking about, like, all that non-binary shit. I just think that's excessive. I think it's, I don't know. It's good. I mean, cool if it makes you feel good.
It's not for you. It's, you know, not for you. But, like, biologically, there's, like, what, 5 different sex, like, chromosome combinations, I think?
What?
Yeah, I don't understand.
Here, give me 2 seconds. Like I said, bad at memorizing shit like that.
I just think most people that associate with that are doing that for attention, and because most other people are doing that. Plus, you know, you would have been seeing that all through history, you know, but now all of a sudden everybody's like that, you know, and it's kind of just a herd mentality kind of thing. Wouldn't you say, Henley?
Yeah. Yeah.
Why is everybody suddenly tranny? You know, why is everybody suddenly this and that?
It's not something you know right off the bat. You have to take time and research it too.
Yeah.
I honestly don't understand enough about biology to, like, really understand this shit, so I don't even know which one I'm looking for.
You want me to resume it, Henley?
Yeah.
Alright, let me know if you can't hear it, okay?
Okay, Chad and Tyrone and Leonardo DiCaprio, the guys I want, they act like this, and this. When you come around and you don't act like this, and this, they automatically label you as a nice guy. They automatically label you as a guy who's not desired. They automatically label you as a guy who's not a catch. Stop acting like the guy who's not a catch. Behave like the men who she has chased. History repeats itself. If she chased this guy for acting mysterious and nonchalant, guess what? She probably gonna chase you too. Because that guy signaled to her that he's a catch. You, on the other hand, you're telling her everything otherwise. You're too available. You're not mysterious. You want to see her so bad. You're willing to give her the world, and she hasn't done nothing to prove it. She knows you're not a catch. She knows you don't have options. You don't have to say a word. You don't have to tell her nothing. By you acting like that, you have told her everything. Second point, guys. Nice guys show women scarcity. If you think about primal days, right? I want to give y'all a visual, right? When we were using sticks and stones to build everything, the men that women were the most attracted to were the men who could provide abundance. Were the men that women could come to and rely on to take care of the family. This is all psychological, guys. When you're acting too nice, you're not showing her the strength to be able to take care of her and the family. Don't y'all understand that everything with women is primal? When you want to see her so bad, when you're trying to fight for her attention so bad, you're not showing her the strength that it takes to take care of her. As backwards as it seems, you would think me trying to like her so much, me showing her that I can take care of her, is showing her that I can provide for her. No, it's the guy that's saying, hey, I already got it going on. I already have what it takes. That's the guy that she knows has the strength to protect.
Now pause it for a second. You see what I'm kind of saying, Henley?
Yeah.
About how I kind of fell off over the years.
Sometimes I feel like maybe they test you to see if you get upset or see if you like act super emotional, to see how much you can handle that bullshit, or how, I guess, fortitude is the word, mental fortitude.
Yeah, it just, besides your brothers, it just comes down to the more you dish out your attention, it shows the less your attention how valuable it is. You dish that out at every moment's notice, you lose the value. It loses its value.
I guess one of my problems is I always wanted to leave on a good note, so I try to give more and more attention, dig myself into farther and farther hole, just trying to
it's like this. Like if I told you, Italy, every 10 minutes, I love you. You know what I mean? Yeah, that's really nice, but that would lose its meaning very fast because I would be saying that every 10 minutes to you, But
okay, so like every explanation I found other than this one is like super convoluted, so this is like the layman's terms I found for you.
Yeah.
There's like at least five different slight variations in the spectrum.
Oh my god.
The spectrum of gender?
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think
they still are either one of the two biological sexes or intersex, but then there's like.
I think it's just edgy bullshit that people just want to milk for attention.
No, there's at least 5 sexes that are like distinct.
I don't know. I mean,
slightly different. Not that that's the commonly accepted.
Yeah.
And that's not counting like 2 dicks, right? Like that one guy with 2 dicks.
That is a thing. I forgot that was a thing. You know what? I'd pleasantly forgotten that existed. Oh, hey.
Yeah, I know there's people with you get multiple vaginas. You have like 2 vaginas.
Rasputin's penis is preserved in a museum.
What?
You know, like Rah Rasputin, lover of the Russian queen. His dick is like preserved in a jar in a museum of penises.
Oh my god, that's.
Someone told me to Google it once, and I don't want to Google it. You won't unsee that.
But you kind of back up topic, Kelly. Did that kind of make sense
about
about
gonna Google it anyways, so.
Did that kind of make sense, like with the "I love you" shit that I was telling you?
Yeah.
Mule kick, juggernog.
They don't
Deadshot
gotta work
daiquiri.
for it.
Here we go.
I think is
Wait,
Yeah.
a
enough work
basic.
for what?
I don't think he said that, but you give it too much attention, it's not good. And they know,
Yeah.
Oh, you guys still
they
watching
know you're
that
not giving
video?
attention to other things, right? They know that they're boring
What
as
shows you?
fuck, and you choose
Yeah.
to be with them, especially if they're looking to you for like excitement, you know.
Well,
And
you know that saying. You know that saying of not wanting to be a part of any club that has you in it. You
I
know that's
feel
how
like
they.
if the individual woman has that much insight into your like behavioral patterns, she would probably say something, considering they're usually the better half of emotional communication in relationships. But
What do you mean?
they usually hold up the like mentally sorting out and working through emotion better, I find.
Of course, you know that's why the word nature versus nurture comes from. You know, but the problem is that guys, if you become too emotional, you know, she loses that rock that, you know, keeps her secure, and she begins to try to find another one to replace that.
the whole reason why she likes you in the first place, you lose that.
Yeah. You start being an emotional wreck that's insecure all the time. You know,
Yeah,
she already is.
you have to stay true to like what
Yo,
makes the
principles.
relationship work, I guess.
Well, you gotta just have your life outside of that relationship. You make that relationship your world, and you base your future around that girl. When that crashes, you know you're gonna fall apart. You know, you gotta plan your future with just you in it. You gotta be able to be dropped up in the desert in the middle of the nowhere and be able to be happy.
That's pretty depressing.
What? What's
I feel like
depressing?
most people wouldn't be happy in that situation. But
Well, not in a desert. It's just, you
wait,
know,
but if you can be dropped off in the middle of the desert for the rest of your life and be perfectly content with that, do you really love or need your partner?
you should never need anybody. It's just giving them power to manipulate you and use you. You know, you need to be able to be 100% happy on your own. And
Depressing.
people,
I feel like if you're dating someone, you would want them to not be that type of person.
be
Just
what?
because they have the ability to doesn't mean they will, which is you know, where trust in a relationship is a thing.
I don't even see the point of a relationship. Like, what changes in a relationship? It's like, I
What
don't know.
changes if you're just alone forever? A lot less. Feel
Well,
like
it's like it's like
having
the chick
someone
I'm
to
fucking with, you
grow
know.
in life and learn alongside of is a lot better than having to go it alone. But
I don't know. It's just like the girl that I've been seeing, you know, she wants a relationship. And I'm like, well, what really changes between a friendship and a relationship? It's,
a lot.
if I enjoy you, I'm not going to stick my cock at another girl. But, you know, it's like,
Well, I mean, also that would be up to the individual couple. Some couples, have no problem with that. There's open relationships. Open relationships exist.
well,
I'm not getting ready.
why do we got to create these titles for everything? It's just stupid,
I
you know?
mean,
Yeah, why not just be friends or some shit if
Yeah,
you're
why
in an
not just
open
be friends with
relationship?
benefits? Yeah,
Why do you
why
gotta be
call them?
have
lame?
you sound like you might be someone who would consider a polyamorous relationship? Either, like, probably poly-open, it sounds like you're leaning more towards.
Why not just be friends and just not even have to think about that at all? Why call it a relationship at that point, you know?
You're just
It
degrading what a
sounds like if
relationship is.
it sounds like if you didn't think catching feelings was a bad thing, you would be poly-open.
Well, you know, it's good to care about somebody, but you gotta understand the reality of that's
But I feel like when you say care about someone, you mean platonically and not before your self-preservation.
yeah, of course. You know, you always gotta put yourself first. You know, you just gotta. It's like
I mean,
it's
if
like
that's
when
how
a
you
girl
want to live
said,
your life,
"Well,
you're
it's the
entitled to
happiest
that.
I've ever been in my life." I used to be the opposite back then, and I got my heart broken, and you know, I was miserable for a bit, and I
Maybe
changed.
the relationship advice you actually need but don't want to hear is just don't let your past shitty also sounds like possibly manipulative and emotionally abusive relationship rule how you view the worth of future ones just because that one wasn't healthy and was a toxic relationship.
Yeah.
That sounds like the relationship advice you actually need but don't want.
Well, I feel like
Sounds
maybe
like it might be easier for you to
It was
believe
the
than
best
other
thing that ever
things.
happened to me, you know. It's like I wouldn't trade it for the world, have it any other way, you know, because,
Wait, what was? Sorry,
you
loud
know,
game noises.
getting my heart
being
broken, getting
through
my,
toxic shit.
yeah, it was the best thing that ever happened to
Like,
me, you
why
know.
was leaving the relationship was the best thing to ever happen to you?
Just seeing, you know, the nature of what
What,
happens when you
like, why
put,
was the relationship so bad? Why wasn't it
well,
working?
because I put her at the center of my world and she got entitled because of that and got an ego that she
Okay,
was,
so there wasn't give and take. There was just you were the support partner, and
Yeah, I've been
yeah.
there.
what if you had to give it like a ratio, like 75-25? What would you ratio the like?
That's 50-50, you know. It's just that,
Just like you're giving your all and she didn't give shit.
well,
That
she
can be
gave,
pretty rough, but I
she
promise
gave
you,
what
they're
she,
not all like.
well,
Definitely
you
shitty
treat a
people
girl
like
like
that.
a celebrity, she's gonna treat you like a fan, you know. That's just how it works, you know.
I feel like there should definitely be some like. Did you two have any mutual goals in the relationship, or was it all just like
Mm,
personal goals?
yeah, personal goals. It's just
Like, were you two working with each other or parallel to each other? Is what I'm asking.
with each other, but you know, she didn't have, you know, she had everything she wanted, so it got stale. You know, girls want to,
Yeah.
you know, girls want to chase you. They want to
Or
feel
they
like
get
they're not good
bored.
enough. The
You
girls
get
want to feel like,
bored.
you know,
People can definitely get bored. How like old were you guys?
let's I was 19,
How old was she?
19.
Okay. I mean, yeah. Relationships when you're like younger can be harder too, because you're not really
Of
sure
course,
like
you're
where you
retarded
are,
at
where
that
you actually
age. You
want
know,
to
you
go in
don't
life
have.
yet.
Yeah, I'm just saying. There's what was the next This isn't some like incel shit or some hating shit. It's just you can't hate a fish for swimming. You know, you just gotta understand the way that they work and adjust your life to work around that. You
Holy
know,
shit. I'm getting
was
absolutely mobbed right now. There we go. I mean, it kind of makes me sad when I see people who got hurt by like one relationship in the past and then just like, carrying relationships are fucking ruined for them. That's shitty.
well, here's a good excerpt that I had saved that I sent to
Although,
my
like, do you
buddy.
know anything about like non-monogamous relationships? Past like
I
just
I
being
honestly don't.
monogamous or friends with benefits?
I don't know, man. There's just to me, that's just too many titles. I don't know. It's either you're friends or you're
I
in a
mean,
relationship.
poly open is like,
That's just too complicated
so,
for my
for
head.
instance, I was in a poly open relationship, right? And like, if we wanted to, me or that partner would like have no problem with each other like fucking someone else, like
Well, then why not just be? Why just not call it just
or having a
friends?
relationship with someone
Why do you
else.
have to come up with all this lingo? Why not just say we're
Because there's
friends?
also like, well, because it's like we cared about each other like as much as if it was like, in a monogamous relationship. Like we were romantically involved partners, but like they had another romantically
Yeah,
involved
yeah,
partner
but
that
not
I
like
was not
actually.
romantically involved with. I was perfectly fine with that. Me and
Here,
him were
let me
friends.
read this excerpt, Haley. You want me to read it out to you, Haley?
Okay.
It's
Women
basically like
love,
convoluted friends with benefits, but romantically involved, I
yeah,
guess. Layman's
women,
term.
women love knowing they can break up with you and crush you. I've grown up with two sisters, a single mother, and have had countless women around me throughout my years on this planet. One thing that I know almost all of them have in common is how they love knowing that after they dump their boyfriends, those once men are crushed to the point that they beg them to come back or cry to their friends about how they miss her.
Yeah, that's fucking toxic. But
They love knowing they are so good that men weep when they leave them. This is something that cannot happen to you. Women want to destroy your manhood to the point that you cannot go on without them. Once that happens, they will leave.
First of all, that can happen in the reverse as well. I've seen that happen in the reverse just as much.
How about you let me finish up and hold on. Once that happens, they will leave your ass sitting in the shit box that you created for yourself. All the while they're off having wine with their girlfriends, laughing about the fact that they heard for so and so that their ex-boyfriend hasn't gotten out of bed for days and has been asking about her. Do not do this shit. You have to be the man that doesn't give a shit if a woman leaves you. You have to be the man.
My problem with the message, let me just interrupt for a second, isn't necessarily the message itself, it's the overgeneralization of it. And, like, the one-sided viewpoint of it. Like, it sounds like it comes from someone who based their entire view off of, like, all existing relationships on one toxic relationship they have.
I guess, man. I don't know.
But then you have to be the man. Speaking from experience,
if I'm being honest,
there's got to be some kind of something to gain from that.
I feel like that's kind of painfully obvious that it kind of sounds like that. Like, I've been in like 2-3 committed relationships in my life, and like.
But what happens if you run into that toxicity again? How are you supposed to act to it?
I mean, for me, it wasn't like toxicity. That was the problem. Like in the relationship I was in, that was me like being the more emotional support partner, and although it wasn't like all one-sided,
you weren't getting any emotional support.
The one you were in, but like, yeah. Also, we kind of both made some mistakes, but
yeah,
I just
that happens.
don't think either of us was ready for a relationship.
And it's whether you can
I
work
ended
through
up
it or
like
not.
shouldering their like emotional stress a lot more than like it ever happened like for me. Not that I had too much of a problem with that, but it just wore on me after a while. And then things got stale. And it was long distance, so that factored into it as well.
Let me finish it, Henley.
Yeah.
Then there's another relationship I was in long distance where it's like the shittiest thing I've run into in relationships was I was like decently fucking sure that they were like probably cheating on me. Like 90% sure they were cheating on me. It was sus as fuck. But
well, why didn't you break that off if you had that feeling?
I did eventually. But I don't know. It was weird. It was like first long-term relationship I was ever in. I didn't really know my head from my ass, so.
Alright, so let me finish.
You had no perspective. You had no experience.
Yeah, I had nothing to compare it to, really. But, like, the relationship after that was, like, at least healthier than that one. That one was kind of fucking weird. Like, that partner was, like, the exact opposite. They wanted me to, like, not have to help with any of their emotional, like, baggage at all. And whenever I actually tried to be a, like, supportive partner, they would just, like, completely pull away and fucking, like, cut off, like, ghost me for, like, 1 to 3 weeks. It was fucked. It was, like, toxic in the opposite way, and I'm honestly not sure which one was worse in just that one aspect. Like, I feel like both of those extremes are just as rough to go through.
You have to be the man that has his shit together at all times. Not only have I seen and heard firsthand women revel in the fact that they crushed their boyfriend, but I've also had the pleasure of hearing women upset because their ex-boyfriend has a new and improved model version of a girlfriend lined up right after the chicks dumped their boyfriend. They hate that.
To be fair, the boyfriend thing to do for that would be like, you know, ends up getting drunk with the boys and just talking shit about how she's like a fucking skank for like all night. And then just moves on to some new chick. Sounds like toxic people who shouldn't be in relationships with other people.
I guess. They hate that shit even more and will do anything to get you back in their vagina to ruin your new relationship. Why? I'll tell you why. Because women are miserable if they're not destroying a man's life. And what they hate worse is a man who is happy without them. That's a Reddit forum post my buddy said.
Of course it's on Reddit. That would be on Reddit.
Ah. Hey, you could call it sexist or whatever, but,
I would
you know.
It'd be on 4chan, but if it was on 4chan, it would be as equally racist as it is overgeneralizing in sexing.
I don't know. I'd rather be sexist than have my life in track, you know, and not have any.
4chan is like Reddit on steroids, from what
Oh,
I've
I've
seen.
heard, man.
8kun.
4chan is a fucking... I never really liked forums that much. I don't really use them. Discord is like the one
Yeah,
thing I really use for my, socialization and
but
LFG, and Discord has like a server for everything, for real. Everything from like stoners to like politics.
yeah.
It's some really weird shit on Discord. Who DM'd me?
Don't be a man that bases your happiness. If you're a woman, be a man that's
Just a late
happy.
response to that message.
Be a man that is happy by your damn self. Be a man that can be dropped off in the middle of the desert without food and water, but still find time to have fun drawing big dicks in the sand so any rescue aircraft will see it when they find you. Please keep,
I flashbang myself, goddammit.
please keep in mind that this is not a woman-hating post. This is an awareness post. Some of the things on this forum sound like we hate women. Granted, there are some men who are waking up that have reached the anger phase. Sure, it turns outward and blames women, but really this is just how we men deal with disappointment. We whine and blame others when deep down we know it's our fault all along. Always remember...
Now it's equally like sexist to both sides. It's just gender stereotypes and toxic relationships being...
I don't know, it sure saved a lot of dudes' lives on here, you know. Always remember, when it comes to all this information about women, you can't hate a fish for swimming. Women have evolved the skills to weed out the weak males that will not produce superior offspring. Since women did not evolve in a strength aspect where they could just overpower someone to get what they want, they've evolved mentally and physically in a way that manipulates men into doing what they want. From the soft skin, plump lips, and hourglass figure to their mental games, it has all been designed to make sure the human race remains at the top of the food chain. So don't hate the player, hate the game, learn the game, and beat the game.
It sounds like a relationship post written by someone who, used GTA 5 as the basis for their thesis.
I don't know, man.
It really does. I don't think, any of that's accurate. I think if he was saying that, some people are that way and you just have to avoid those type of toxic people, then
I'd rather assume everybody is just like one way.
You don't think those people have anything to add to the conversation, just from experiencing past?
I think those he's just overgeneralizing about everything.
I'd rather overgeneralize than undergeneralize.
Attention and
I'd rather overgeneralize the group of people that
post,
What's wrong with overgeneralizing though? If it ends up saving you,
all white people are evil.
Not strictly black and white. So if you overgeneralize, you're gonna miss a lot of the details that lie in between. I'm sure if you heard the opposite side of that story, it would just be more toxic rhetoric that isn't conducive to any productive relationship.
I don't know. I mean, I just...
Very dog eat every other dog or die type of viewpoint. But about relationships, that was a horrible way to explain that. I don't know how else to explain that, but yeah, no, I would say don't take that Reddit post worth a grain of salt.
I don't know, man, the kind of shit is what saved my life,
I mean, if it gave you the motivation to better yourself, then you can say that much about it, but do you really think you're better off that way?
Well, if it means me getting
free, you might not open yourself up to be hurt in the future.
I mean, if it
ends up, you don't open yourself up to risk, how are you going to grow as a person? Maybe financially, but just kind of stayed stuck in the same attitude forever with that philosophy.
No.
Is there another? Okay, there is another thing.
Another
I have
what?
19 grand right now. I should go buy the rest of my fucking perk.
Uh,
I should have kept this as dual wield. I thought it would keep the dualies. Stamina up, quick revive, or quick reload, I mean. Wing. I can get, like, this as well. Get Tombstone. Okay, that's all I can afford. I'm gonna suffer next round for that because I didn't pack-punch any guns this map, but holy shit, that scared the fuck out of me. I turned my notifications up way too much. Hello?
Hello.
What's up?
Playing Minecraft. I'm on a Christian server.
you get my call, Henley?
No.
Oh,
What, you call me on the phone?
oh, I need Discord, yeah.
Oh, hold on. Oh, shit. Shit, hold on, dude. Give me a sec. Okay. Hold on.
That kid was fucking annoying,
Can
man.
you hear me?
Was that?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you
Oh,
perfect.
okay. Okay, I thought I had to turn my mic on or something.
Yeah, that kid was just getting on my
There's
nerves, man.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know what to say about him, man.
That's a good example of what you need to look out for, of what it might turn you into.
Yeah. Oh, it's sexist. It's just understanding how a species works. Yeah. Well, animals,
Yeah, for sure, for sure.
That's why I got my brothers. You want an emotional bond. That's why, we have what we have. That's actually based on logic. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
He wasn't having any of that. He couldn't even explain what the different genders were.
even listen, because he would just interrupt every 2 seconds.
Yeah, I noticed I was pissing you off. But
I
he
still
couldn't
wanted
notice that. He didn't notice that. That's the interesting
What's
thing.
scary, man, is it started to almost affect my thought process the more I heard it.
Yeah, it's
like
infecting you. It infects
Yeah,
you.
that's what
That's a
that's
good
what
way
was.
to that's a good way to put it.
I know it's weird that could happen to somebody, but you hear enough bullshit, it can. All right, I'm gonna stream that video. You tell me if you can hear when I put it on, okay?
Okay.
Protect her. If you're willing to bend over backwards for her now, how can you protect her? How can you show her strength?
How's the volume on that?
It's good. It's good.
Okay. I'm up. No, this is so fucking cool. How we can just both listen to this shit. It's like a dream come true.
That's the guy that she knows has the strength to protect her. If you're willing to bend over backwards for her now, how can you protect her? How can you show her strength? Women are drawn to strength in men. When you're willing to give her everything without her earning it, she knows you don't have the strength. She knows you're in scarcity. She knows you can never provide her that abundance she's looking for, that security she's looking for. You can't provide it for her. When you behave too nice, you are showing women that you're in scarcity. You are showing women that it will never work. It will never, if things go wrong, you will be soft. That's what you're showing us. If you're too nice.
Nah. Hey, I
You're
want
showing
to
yourself your scarcity or whatever he said.
tell me if you notice this. This is a little off topic, but have you noticed that every dude that tends to be against this or something, almost like that kid we was just talking to, they just have this kind of, like, I don't know the word for it, man. It's this kind of sound to them. Like I don't know with what I'm saying right now. My brain's just trying to make sense of it. You know, kind of know what I mean?
They all kind of sound the same.
Yeah, like I don't know what.
The same philosophy, the same logic.
Well, just their general like. Why is it that every guy that you notice it just seems like they're it almost sounds like I'm listening to a lesbian talk. You know what I mean? Like just kind of.
Yeah.
Like low hormone.
Bro, that's just
like,
because you don't understand the different genders. That's why they're they're an in-between gender. Oh, you can get a golden skirt? What?
Yeah. But you know what I mean, though? That kind of makes sense. I don't know. This is something my buddy was telling me about, and I noticed too, What'd you say?
What'd I say? I don't know. You said something, your buddy was noticing that too? Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, I said, what did you say?
Oh, I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything.
But, I don't know, this is just some deep shit, man.
Yeah, it's definitely an illness going around. It's definitely something to,
Yeah, I mean, it's crazy that I'd ever tell you this, but it's like when I had my balls fucking destroyed and shut down, it was almost like the most life-saving thing that ever happened to me. Because it made me realize just how much my body can influence my thoughts, when it went haywire.
Yeah.
And that's like when I started researching that, and I was just kind of... I'm going to resume. I give up.
Nice women, you are literally showing them when things go rough, I'm going to be there for you. It's the man who's take it or leave it. It's the man who's, nah, baby, it's my way. That's the man she knows can protect her. Do y'all understand that this is all primal? She's laughing and joking, but that's how she's hardwired. That's how they are hardwired, bro. They want that security. They want a man that's going to stand up for them in the world. They want a man that's going to go out there, kill a damn deer, bring it home, and for her to cook it so they can feed the family. If you're too nice, if you're willing to bend over backwards for her, she knows you can't go do that. Let me say this slowly. If you don't have the strength to stand up to her, how are you going to stand up to the world? How are you going to protect her against the world? How are you going to protect her against danger? That's what she knows. Women are not stupid.
That's what I always thought was like the
They
natural
know this.
aspect
This is all
to it.
primal.
You got to overcome that
He's
bullshit.
so weak and too available and soft with me. He can never protect me.
Yeah, the modernization of everything nowadays can make it hard for us to kind of get in tune with our primal, selves.
Yeah, it's almost frowned upon. It is.
Well, you ever notice, like, when your balls deep inside of a girl, when you're shredded, it feels more natural when you're healthy and you're actually balanced versus...
Yeah, you feel better. I think a good example is when I was real little, the HBO has like weird porn they have at night, and I saw one of it one time, and the dude was fucking this bitch, and he was like, he looked in the mirror and he flexed and he just like appreciated himself, and it like really pissed the girl off, and it always kind of made me think like that's kind of a weird.
It's a threat.
That's the same thing. You're in that state and you just appreciate your body.
Yeah, like I have compassion and all that, but you got to be cocky, too, and in a good way, and especially around them, because that's a threat to them. Is when you love yourself and you know your value and you know your worth. That's a threat because they don't want you to know that. They want you to. I mean, it benefits them for you to know your worth, but also if you don't know it, you're easily controlled.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I want to tell you, I build you up and I tell you the things I notice about you. Whether you believe it or not, I want you to get that in your head. I want you to wake up and look at yourself in the mirror and say, damn, I'm a sexy-ass motherfucker. I'm a smart dude. I'm getting my life together. You know, I mean, shit.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
You know, I'm not just telling you that shit 'cause I'm in a car with you and I'm just trying to tell you something to just make you feel good, you know, like, you know, I get it. A lot of people do that. That's just really what I believe about you. You know, you're really, you know, you're a stand-up fucking guy. You know, you've got cool ass interests. You're smart. You know, you're a good-looking guy. You know, and but you don't just coast with that. You know, you actually, you know, you use your knowledge. You get cool shit. You know, you buy a fucking
A $200 sword to protect my virginity with.
yeah, you buy a microscope. You look. You know, it's just it's cool, man. It gives you this personality. You know, and you gotta realize how special that is and how
Yeah,
cool
a
it
lot
is.
of, and I think that's where you were going at before. You just didn't know how to say it. But a lot of people, maybe they don't have a personality.
And that's the thing that started to happen to me, Henley, is I started to kind of lose that sense of self because I started to
I
have,
think when I was with that girl, my ex,
yeah,
for I was living with her, right? I think I started losing a personality, right? I
yeah,
started,
you lost your hobbies, right?
I guess boring would be the women way to put it, but I think yeah, I started stop doing what I would normal do. You know, I wasn't developing new hobbies either. I wasn't trying new things. I was getting
Nah,
comfortable. I think is
well, 'cause most girls just sit around on their phones and watch TV all day, you know, and like that's when I was getting, you remember watching my stories and all I was doing was getting dabbed out, like I
and
was fucked up, my hair was long, and
when
you
I
remember that?
when I got in met up with her to like, you know, my
Yeah,
ex, and we fucked or whatever. She just wanted to like I was there to like hang out and you know catch up whatever. She started just like I walk in and we go straight to the bed, right? And we talk
nah.
maybe on the bed. And it's like that's what we used to do. You know, that's what it was always. We were just living in the bed for like
Dude, I thought that was just me, man. See, when I knew Alex, you know, I when I first met her, Haley, I had all these hobbies. You know, I had interests. I loved building PCs. I loved games. I loved working out. I'd go to the gym 3 times a week. I was always had something on my mind I was working on. But, you know, the sex was just so easy. She was always trying to set me off. We was always watching shit that it got to this point where all I was doing was taking a dab, laying in bed, having sex and watching Netflix. That's all I did. You know, because I was selling from my house, all I had to do was go to my door and sell some cards to somebody to make my money. So I didn't really have a schedule that I needed to go somewhere, you know. So teleport a year later, all of a sudden, you know, those interests I used to have in hobbies just it was sneaky. It's slow and steady. You don't even notice it sometimes if you're not aware. You know what I mean?
yeah, I know what you mean.
And that's fucking relieving as hell to like know that you kind of had the same thing and you can understand that. I didn't realize you got to that point too. So it's like now sober, I'm having to kind of rebuild all that kind of world. You know, it's like call it Lee World or Henley World. You know, and she's just a visitor at your theme park rather than you being in her theme park.
Yeah.
You know.
Well,
Yeah, I'm gonna start it back up.
it won't let me enchant my bow, dude. That's fucking Minecraft.
Take care of our offspring. He can never be the guide and leader I need in our relationship. He's too soft. He's making me the leader. And lastly, guys, nice guys don't understand female hypergamy. This is why nice guys will always finish last. This is the last reason. Nice guys don't understand female hypergamy. What is hypergamy? What is the definition of hypergamy? Hypergamy solely means women date up. Women are going to pick the best option. Women are going to always be looking for the next best thing. That's what hypergamy is. The act of dating up. The act of getting the best. They
Did
don't
you really
understand
trick her into
female
liking
hypergamy.
you, or
They
is
don't
she just
understand that.
ass?
What you mean?
Like if they're always dating up, that means she views you as better, right? And I know a lot of guys try to trick girls into thinking they're like top shit. But like, what if she's tricking you too?
Tricking me that she's what?
I don't know. Just the fact that a girl likes you, you could be like, well, maybe she's got struggles going on. If you know you shit and you know you haven't given her any reason to be into you.
Oh, my brain's kind of farting. So she would be, like that she's putting on an act too?
Yeah.
Oh, of course. No doubt. I mean, I guess what kind of, does make me kind of see it a little bit different with her, she's seen me under some heavy dosage of shit. I mean, I've gone on a blackout for a month where I literally didn't fucking put on deodorant for like 2 weeks because I was literally blackout, slobbering, throwing up, and she never tried to take advantage of that. You know what I mean? And that's kind of why I cut her a little bit more slack, which I probably shouldn't have done, but she had those opportunities to kind of break character without me really noticing, and she never did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that doesn't, there's good ones and there's better ones. There's no perfect one. You don't. The worst thing you can ever get is called "this girl is different" syndrome. Oh, she's different. She's not like she's not like the other girls.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, I know what you mean.
She wouldn't be driving 45 minutes to bring me food and then suck my dick, if I wasn't playing hard to get. Just like every other girl, it's, because you got to give them that kind of rush, that drama, that chase. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they gotta conquer something.
Oh, it's like a video game, you instantly, you're playing zombies and you get to the end of it right away, you're going to be bored. Half the fun of zombies is the challenge, and you're fighting all the hordes and you're trying to level up. That's what makes it so fun,
Yeah. Women want the best man. They don't want the nicest man. They don't want the man who's going to be, you want to show her the world. You want to lay out on the floor and provide automatically. That's not the best man to her. Because, like I told y'all, history repeats itself. The men she has been attracted to the most is her standard. I'm going to say that again. The men she has been attracted to the most is her standard. The guys she chases, she looks for those same qualities in other men. That's female hypergamy. She's chasing that Chad, that Tyrone. If you don't have his same qualities, she's going to deem you unworthy. She wants the next best thing. The reason why Tyrone and Chad didn't give her a relationship, she thinks that because they are so high value, she's not good enough. Her being not good enough is what she wants. She doesn't want to be the woman that she's too good for. She doesn't want to be the woman where for a guy, he's her everything. This is the best he can do. She wants to have to fight and convince the man. Women are hardwired to chase men. Forget this crap you're hearing on social media. Men are supposed to chase women. Women are hardwired to chase men. They are hardwired to chase the alpha. They are hardwired to get the man who's the prize. They are hardwired to want that man. So when you're not that guy, you're unworthy. You're not deserving. You guys see what I'm saying? You're not a catch. That's female hypergamy. She's going to always want the next best guy. The guy who can provide better, protect better, and lay it down better. When you're showing her that, hey, I'm here for you, baby, no matter what, you're not that guy. Like that Lamine. You're not that guy, pal. You're not that guy.
You're not that guy, pal. Trust me. You're not that guy.
That's in that one to you?
You're not that guy. You're not him. She wants that guy.
I saw it the
she
other
wants
day.
the man who is, hey, I'm good. I don't want your relationship. She wants that guy. She wants the guy that...
And that's, the best thing. I don't know if a girl came up and said, hey, Lee, I don't feel good enough or something, but that's how you know your frame is calibrated perfectly, is if that ever comes up.
Yep. I feel like you're in a pretty good spot because she'd be saying that to you. Fuck. I could use a little bit of that.
It's easy to But dude, believe me, plenty of women should be saying that to you, and I'm gonna tell you that straight up, just knowing you, man. And you're gonna get that.
And
But you,
I might be doing a good thing by keeping
yeah,
a healthy amount of distance from all that, right?
well, you and me both need that right now. That's part of what's so great about our relationship is that we've been we're sitting here right now talking, and we're away from society, away from all that drama and girls and all that, and we're building
Like you were
ourselves.
saying with that one guy who was in here earlier, you round him enough, you start talking like him, you start thinking like him, and
What?
you understand that he's just repeating talking points, right? I guess
Uh-huh.
we're doing the same thing, but like
But it's actually truth. It's well, shit's actual value. Why do you think
you gotta choose what you want to be brainwashed by.
why do you think I instinctually, started to get close with you and shit? So, over time, like, I had buddies come and go from the past, but I never really had that zap but you actually, you challenged my viewpoints. You made me want to bring this kind of shit up. And, I challenged your viewpoints and it caused us to both just mentally level up, and we're not putting up facades in front of each other. We're not trying to act like we're cool and, oh, look at me, Headley, look what I've done, Yeah, it's cool to be a proud of shit, but, you know, we can also kind of admit our insecurities in front of each other and talk about them and then grow and say, Headley, I'm worried about this. I need, or I'm insecure about this. I need to work on this.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
We'll be able to cry or all that shit. That's what friends are for. That's what should be limited to, not some relationship, because she's gonna leave you in the wind if she gets catch of that. And I fucked up a few times, but luckily I had an excuse that I was on shrooms and shit, so I guess it kind of made it a little bit less of a
But then
impact.
it's like, oh, maybe if I just let him do drugs and everything, then he'll be like that and I'll be in control.
Yeah, I'm so glad you just said that.
And
That just
it's kind of interesting because what happens if you get sober? Does she lose interest, and why? Why is that? Is it because she loses the control she had over you? And
I'm gonna
is she like going? Is that
I'm
like
gonna
one of the things she
yeah,
looks for in guys? Is how much control can I have over him?
I'm gonna tell you this, Henley. I don't think this is not something she's consciously doing, but tell me what you think
I've heard
about
a lot of
this.
that. It's an unconscious thing.
Yeah. So tell me what you think. She met me when she met me. I was 190 pounds. I was a very, very shredded for my size back then. I was healthy. I was, a lot better than I was after. And she, that's why she became attracted. We got along great. We had talks, but over the year I degraded in the Xanax and all that. But in her subconscious, her seeing me degrade like that gave her comfort. Okay, this guy is lowering his value, so I am more likely to be able to be in his life because he's not gonna have other girls, you know. And so almost me kind of degrading into a strung out bartard, gave her peace that I would have her around still. The greatest threat is a dude that's improving his life. It explains why she's gotten so insecure all of a sudden when I got sober and I started working on myself again and getting healthy. She came up and she started crying. She said, Lee, I feel like I'm not good enough for you, and that was like a month ago, but, it's because she's noticing that I'm getting back on track, that I might forget about her. You know what I mean?
Yes, I do.
What's that?
That you're getting
That's
back
it.
on track, that you might forget about her, right? Because
I,
you're distracted because you're working on you, right?
no, it's just the way you said that something in your game happened funny.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
I
but
fucking died and lost a ton of shit the other day, so I'm trying to get back.
uh, but yeah, I mean, I look back on my Snapchat stories because I would post all of this crazy, me being strung out, lip syncing, and like, I was nuts. My hair, I mean, It gives me the heebie-jeebies looking at that shit right now. You know, it's been a lot better, but gotta stay focused, you know, because
You lose focus, and then that's what happens.
you know, I don't know. I was telling her like this, you know, it's like when you're friends, there's really no way to break that. You know, it's like a relationship can end, but how can a friendship really end except if you backstab each other? You know?
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just there's no way to lose if you keep him as a friend. You know? I don't
And
know.
that way they never really win. They never really conquer you.
And I guess it did show that my frame was okay when I broke up with her and she didn't move on. She didn't, you know, she stuck around even after I cheated, you know. Which, you know, that wasn't right. I don't agree with that, what I did, and that was not something to be proud of. That's wrong. Even with this mentality, you know, I don't believe in that. I should have broke it off. But it's just I'm so glad I get to talk about this, man. It's helping so much. Getting my
Well,
mind
I'm glad
straight.
it is helping.
Yeah, it's just I've tried to have these talks with some of my other buds, you know, from Clements or my buddy Cameron, and he just
It don't work
We
too
never-
well.
he's not saying that I'm just sexist and I'm going to hell or something. And
They don't want even to try to take that perspective, try to understand.
yeah, you know,
Any part of it.
I was trying to get him into this kind of topic after his girlfriend cheated on him, and he's rather than accept responsibility that he got cucked, he wants to put it on her and blame her rather than grow from it and accept that he fucked up. You know,
Yeah.
you know, this shit, you know, it's not pleasant to learn about, you know, and it can be quite depressing sometimes if you don't have a close-knitted friend group. You know, but
And I've heard some people say that, like, they separate you from their friend group, and that they always
Yeah.
have that side guy just ready to jump on.
oh
everything.
yeah, never go as a backup. I don't care what she says, you know, but that's Henley. I'm so glad you said that. That's exactly what happened to me. Is we became best buds, you know, and that's okay, you know. But I began to kind of just lose contact, you know, and what kind of like reintroduced me to my mindset is right after I don't know what it was. I got back in contact with you when I was sober, and we started talking a lot more. And I don't know. I noticed. I was like, holy shit! I'm starting to think like I used to. I'm starting to actually feel like myself again. What's going on? Why is it that right after I talked to Henley, this is happening? And I realized I was starting to actually branch back to my, you know, external friends, you know, rather than just get stuck in that one-itis that I had.
One-itis.
You know, and I don't know. It's so cool, you know, how that works. You know, and me and Moname have been keeping each other updated as well. And I don't know if you've ever talked to Moname. You love him. He's a good dude. Let me
That she has to convince. He wants the guy that she has to beg. Baby, please be my boyfriend. Because he's so valuable, he doesn't need her. When you need her, she doesn't need you. And that's it, guys. This is why nice guys will...
Oh, get out of my freaking house, dude. What are you doing in here? Die.
Every single
Can you hear it okay?
Yeah, I can hear.
woman on this planet, I don't know about Mars, I don't know about a Saturn, but on Earth, every single woman will chase you if you do this.
That was loud as fuck.
Man, because you can see I'm back home, and let's get into the video, man. We're about to have...
Hey, I'm proud of this guy for getting, I'm surprised he hasn't gotten shut down on YouTube for this kind of content. Usually this shit gets banned on Reddit.
Oh,
You know.
Yeah.
I mean, 2,000 likes and only 33 dislikes. That doesn't make sense. You would think that that shows the world's waking up. This is a blessing to have.
fun today, man. Today, guys, we're talking about why 99% of girls will chase you if you do this. Now, guys, what you guys have to understand is there are a select few of men that women pursue. There are a select...
One last thing. What I also love about, Videx Fearless too, is he doesn't come out with this ego that he's known this his whole life. He admits that he was a fucking cuck at high school and college, and that he made mistakes and he did embarrassing shit. You know what I mean? A lot of these other YouTubers want to put on this persona that they were always like that.
They're always perfect, yeah.
And
in a way, you kind of have to do that, in a way.
I know. Oh, of course.
You don't want to let people know that you were weak.
I know, it's admirable in a guy, because it's very hard as us guys to do that and admit those things sometimes, and, there's very few guys that can do that, and I appreciate people. That's what I like about you, too, is that you admit it, you can admit that you've done some embarrassing ass shit, and it's a lot better to talk with people like that. Let me...
Select few of men that women break their backs for, that women go above and beyond for. My whole goal on getting on YouTube was to inspire as many men as possible to be that select few. I'm still trying to be that select few, because you know what comes with that being that select few? You get all the perks, all the benefits, all the submission, all the cooperation from women. And I want that. I need that. So let's get into the video. What do you need to do to get 99% of girls to chase you? Number one, you need to maximize your attraction. I'm going to say that again. You need to maximize your attraction. You watching this video, me talking to you, we can always look better. I am literally obsessed with trying to improve the little details about my face, my body, my style, because I know how important it is. I can look back at myself, guys, a year ago, 2 years ago, right? And I can see the way I looked. And as you're watching me right now, if you was to ever go back and just look at my old pictures and stuff like that, you can tell how I have transformed. You can tell how I have looked better, because I've been steadily working on becoming more attractive. You need to become as attractive as possible. I preach this all the time. Go to your damn mirror, look at yourself, analyze yourself, and ask yourself, what can I do better? Do I need to fix my haircut? Do I need to fix the way my beard looks? Do I need to, get my teeth done? Do I need to get my teeth whitened? Do I need to get, it's so many things you can do, and you guys should be excited about that. When I tell you guys, hey, you can become more attractive, guys thinking I'm just speaking just to speak. I'm just saying it for fun. You can, a lot of things you can do, so can I, to become more attractive. That will increase your chances. That makes me excited. When somebody gives me advice, hey, Fit, do this, you're gonna look better, I get excited. Because I'm like, whoa, I can look even better. The worst thing you can hear is, oh man, your looks are already maximized. You can't do nothing to change you. No, then there's no hope. But a lot of guys, I've seen a lot of guys, man, if you just gave me 10 minutes with most guys, I can give you 10 pointers on what you can do to look more attractive, what women find more attractive. We have a pattern, we have studies, we have proof of what women have liked throughout the years. Just look at the men that they fawn over. Look at the men they are obsessed over. Who are these guys? Mimic what these guys are doing. You know what I do? You know what FedEx does? Let me tell you what I do, guys. I literally go on Instagram and find these hot guy pages where, I don't know, it might be a guy, it might be a girl, posting these really attractive men. It could be black guys, it could be white guys, it could be Hispanic guys, whatever race you are, right? And you know what I do? I go look at what these guys are doing in these photos, how these guys are looking, What, you know what I'm saying? I go literally and spend time analyzing. I told you guys, I'm obsessed with this. I analyze, okay, oh my God, look at all these comments. Oh, he this, he fine, he this, he that. Okay, what can I take from this guy? What can I take from this guy? What can I take from this guy? I am going to make myself more attractive by force. I'm not accepting being average. I'm not accepting just getting the crumbs. I want the hottest chick, the baddest chick to chase me. And whatever I gotta do to become as attractive as possible, I am going to do that. And I am telling you guys, if you put that same drive and mentality into your looks, you will see a big difference in how women treat you. In my own life, I know I see more girls staring at me. I see more girls choosing me based off how I have changed. When I was a skinny little twig in high school, or when I was a skinny little twig in college running track, and girls didn't pay attention to me. I remember I used to cut my own hair. I used to basically give myself a bald head. How much of an idiot was I? I was just literally decreasing my SMV by myself. I used to be so stupid, guys, that I would literally cut my own hair bald to save time. Literally decreasing my own SMV, and then I would complain about why girls wasn't choosing me. Duh, you don't look good. You're not attractive. Like, and you have many things you can do, man. So focus, be obsessed with improving your looks. Be obsessed with.
It's a little generalized. Let me. What was that one I was gonna? Fuck tinnitus, man. Goddamn earwax.
Oh, you got a bunch of earwax? My sister gets a bunch of earwax.
I don't know, I think the earwax can press on the eardrum and make your ears buzz. It just started out of nowhere one day. It's hard to even watch a show because it'll be buzzing like a...
That shit can start hurting real bad. Your fucking ears.
Have you ever had tinnitus?
I don't know.
Oh, it's like a little buzzing in the ears sometimes.
I've had buzzing in my ears.
Oh, here's a good one that might help you out too. We all need... I still cringe at those words though. When the alpha, I hate that shit. I don't know why. I don't know, man. I get the point, but it just, I don't know. It just makes me always grit my teeth when I hear it because it's just,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Boys, let's go.
Oh, this is quiet.
Hi, guys. Today we're talking about how to be alpha through text.
How's the volume on that? Is it a little quiet?
It's a little
Guys
quieter.
are always trying to figure out how to text women better, right? Because eventually you have to text them. You guys know I'm a firm believer that you should text girls, minimally until you fuck them, until you go on a date. You should use texting for setting up dates. But now, it's another part to it. Let's say you have fucked the girl. Let's say you already have relations with the girl. You will, let's be honest, you will have to do a little bit of texting. But this is how you be alpha through text, right? It's going to happen, guys. As much as you try to avoid it, you're going to have to text the girl a little bit sometimes, right? I would do this after you fuck her. Do not do this bullshit until you have sex with her. Do not do this until you date the girl. I don't want you sitting up here giving the girl all your attention, right, before you get anything, right? That's why you guys have to understand that I'm making it clear, do not text girls too much before you go on a date, right? Save that for the date. After you establish a relationship with her, then you can text her a little bit. But this is how, once you get past that, this is how you get, you can text like an alpha. How to text like an alpha. Number one, do not use too many emojis. Guys, we are living in a world where people express themselves through emojis and all these LOL. They got all these different, I don't know, what y'all use all these symbols, LMAO, all this. Guys, you don't want to get too much involved in that. You are an adult. You are a masculine man. You are a grown-ass man. You do not want to be taking part of LOL, whatever all these things mean, all these laughing emojis, all these crying emojis. Do not use too many emojis, right? It comes across like you a bitch. I'm just keeping it real with you. It comes across like you a girl, right? You don't want to be one of her girlfriends. Well, you send her these laughing emojis, the ha ha ha, LOL. You ain't even fucking laughing. What the hell you saying LOL for? You ain't even laughing. Why are you telling the girl LOL? LOL, 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 LMAO, LOL, whatever damn words y'all be using, man. I feel like I'm too old for y'all.
I pause it real quick. I would never say I was guilty of the emoji, but I have been of the LOL at a point. I believe this. What about you?
Yeah, and I definitely feel like, and that's what the girlfriends are for. You gotta understand that that's not your job, or you gotta let other people fill that void. And just because you're not the one being talked to at the moment doesn't mean you're like the one she wants to talk to the most, right?
Yeah.
So you don't have to fill the void all the time just to feel like you're wanted or some shit.
Well, you should already know deep down that you're the prize, and she would be a fool to fuck with anybody else because you're that, much of a catch. That's how your mentality should always be. Is, you should go into it with the mentality that, oh, I feel bad for for her if she decides to fuck with any other dudes because she's not, getting my attention. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And, there's people that are in a lot better situations. There's always somebody that's doing better, but that doesn't mean you can't think highly of yourself and be proud, Like you had, you should get pride from the fact that you had that isolation and that you made it through and you didn't put a bullet through your head. You grew from that and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You didn't wuss out and blame the world. You actually...
Oh, yeah, I didn't give up. Yeah.
Yeah, like that. I mean, I respect you for that. You should get pride or...
Something that reminds me. Something that I noticed I didn't really say earlier.
Yeah.
Shit, I'm blanking.
You're good.
Oh, okay. So we broke up, right? And just I noticed that if I would just stop talking to her, if I like wouldn't text her or anything, like it might be a couple months, it might be a few weeks, but she would always like text back, and it'd usually be once I like completely forgot about her and like was moving on and kind of doing my own thing. And the first time it really fucked me up. Like I threw up as soon as I don't know, it wasn't out of nerves, but it was just out of like maybe PTSD of like being with her or some shit.
Yeah, well, she's just reminiscing, and she can't, in her head, she can't process that you actually have a life that doesn't involve her.
There was one time, it was kind of weird. So it was after this recent like reconnect, and she was like I was like, you fucked up, you messed up here, and she was like, I'm sorry or something, and then she was like, I miss you, okay? I was like, what? It's kind of weird, she misses like the idea or some shit. I don't even know. Oh, I lost my thing. God damn it, dude. These fucking creepers coming up.
She misses the idea of you, not...
Or she only misses me because I'm not texting her all the time.
Yeah. Now, I know that's shitty. Don't take that like that's just you. That's every guy. And it's a hard thing to accept, but... She misses your masculine fortitude that gave her comfort. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. That's a good one. That's a good way to put it.
That comfort that, hey, I'm enough, and I know what I'm doing, and that's like why, I never really would open up much around Alex, and I know, that's why she would naturally draw her attention to my way, is because she was trying to figure me out. I didn't yap about everything going on in my life, and it made her want to, be around me because she wanted to figure out what was on my mind.
Yeah.
But if I yap like I would get high as fuck, or I'd have a lot of Adderall or caffeine when I was using, and kind of talk about...
Yeah, it's interesting how the drugs, that's the fucking downfall of it, is you lose that fortitude to hold back. Yeah, the composure.
They never forget that, you know. And yeah, but
Why
the
is
worst
composure
thing,
so important?
the worst thing you can do though is dwell, you know. And that's part of what I mistake. My mistake was that I would dwell
Being
on the
sad
shit that
over a
I.
breakup would be dwelling, huh?
Well, for me, it was dwelling on opening up about something that I normally wouldn't have because I was high. You know, I'd say, "Oh shit, I can't believe I said that." But the thing is like I firmly believe the only way I've been able to keep leverage for so long after 2 years is the fact that she knows I was screwing around the whole time. That's the only reason. You know, even if I didn't actually hook up with the girl, the idea that she's not the only one, you know, that's the only reason I think she's been so well behaved. You know, and I don't know, it's you know.
It makes sense.
Yeah, you know, and sometimes, yeah, it can kind of hurt sometimes to see a girl like that just kind of break down and feel just hopeless and helpless and hate herself because she feels like she's not good enough because your inner instinct kind of wants to comfort her, you know, and tell her that she's okay. You know, but it's how you do it. You can do that, but you can do it in a way that's not, you know, feminine and not needy. You know, you can do it in a way that's like Haley, like when I build her up when she's feeling insecure, I build her up about things that she's good at, like art, you know, or that she's smart and she's ahead of her years. You know, she hung herself when she was 13. She had Molly addiction at 14, so she had to grow up a little fast, you know, and that aged her a little bit. And that's anytime I feel like I'm going to build her up, I just build her up about how smart she is rather than, you know, something that actually takes work. Then, so you don't want to give them that ego.
Yeah.
You know, never, I don't care what,
I told
I
my
don't care.
girl, I tried to tell her, I was like, you ain't the best sex I've ever had.
Yeah, you know,
I feel like I was trying to knock her down a couple.
Yeah, I'm proud of you for that. Most guys don't have the cojones to do that because they're afraid she'll leave if they say that.
I feel like an asshole. It's not a matter of her leaving or not. It just makes me feel like I'm evil, you know?
Well, if it's the truth, it's the truth, you know? If they say there's nothing wrong with admitting something, you're just saying what you feel. And you just got to remember.
Yeah, that's what I responded, is I took a minute and I was just like, you know, I just try to be honest and all the points I was trying to make, or just be open about why I'm upset or anything, you know?
You're just being you.
It's not like
I'll tell you.
Being angry, I'm just speaking.
You just stating a fact. You know, I guarantee you, Haley, if that was how she felt about you, that you weren't giving her enough pipe, she would tell you that and be an absolute cunt about it. If she had the chance, as any girl would. You know? If you broke up, she'd be yapping at you, saying, "Oh, you never fucked me good enough. You know, you never did this." So you always got to remember that. Don't ever feel bad for being honest, because they would be just as honest back at you if things didn't work out.
Yeah.
You know, but I get the whole feeling like a dipshit, feeling like a piece of shit sometimes, like you just get. I mean, she, you know, even if they're blunt, she'll do the whole, "Am I pretty?" or am I attractive to you?" Just be direct about it, and I never say anything. I just say, you know, you figure that out yourself. That's what I tell her. Figure that out yourself. You know, that's up to you to figure out. I never directly answer that question because I don't want to give her an ego and build her up. You know what I mean? Or if she says, "I love you," you know, I'll chuckle a bit and kind of just look at her and wink or something. Or
yeah, but I feel like now I have the ammo to actually like be able to do that. You know, it's not just faking, but I can actually like, get flashbacks of why this bitch is tripping, bro.
Oh, you know, same here. You know, when you been around and you just have so many people say that so quick, you know, it just becomes a laughing joke after a while, just how
And it
people
helps when you
overuse.
have other people say that they love you too, right?
Yeah.
So it's not like that's not the only love you're getting. You're not
Yeah.
parched, desperate for any kind of affection.
I don't know, like, for me, the best love is brother love. Like, that's the most satisfying, at least in my book. And if I were to really rate, like, feelings and shit, you know, is it like, because I know a woman saying that, she's just saying that right now, you know, she loves me right now. But, you know, as men, we understand each other, you know, logically, and we understand that we're not this perfect deity, you know, so I can say I love you today, and then one day I see you bawling your eyes out, acting or saying that you're insecure, and I'm just gonna love you the same way as I did the day before that, you know.
Yeah,
Is that
bro.
kind of, I mean, I don't care which is, you know, you could say that you think you want to be a tranny or something. I mean, you could say the most outlandish shit. Oh, I feel like a tranny. I feel like I'm insecure. Okay, then all that goes through my head is how can we fix that? How can we, you know,
Regulate some of them hormones.
yeah, you know, it's that, oh shit, you know, Henley's, oh, look at this little bitch. No, because I'd be a fool to do that, because I've had my
It took me
moments
a
where,
long time to think about it, but yeah, I think I have had those moments where it's like, you know, maybe you were a little hormonal here. Maybe that shit wasn't normally you, and your T was off a little bit or something, and that's why you...
yeah, I had moments where my pride got the best of me, where I actually wanted to call you up, like when my estrogen got high one week, and I was literally sobbing. And I had my finger on the call for you this is before Discord, and I was like, I didn't end up calling because my ego was like, nah, I can't let Henley see me like this. Oh, I can't, you know, this is, you know.
But that is a healthy mentality, right?
Was that?
That is a healthy mentality to check yourself and be like, nah, you don't want to let people see you like this. You don't want to...
No, I just, yeah, you got a point. I feel like with close friends, though, you should make an exception sometimes if it's. But it just showed how hardwired I made my brain over the years, you know, and I probably should have called you, you know, but I guess my ego just didn't want to let you see me in that state, so I just hid it, you know, and made up some bullshit. Oh, I was just sleeping. It was when we were supposed to, I think, hang out one night or bit chat, and I said I was doing something, you know, but I don't know. It's just, it's funny how that can happen. What's this dude saying to me? Who the hell is this kid?
LOL, this Mitch. Stop using that shit. Stop.
Yeah, we played it if you could hear it.
To a minimum.
It's kind of loud.
Keep that to a minimum, bro.
Alright, how about
Maybe
now?
one emoji every week. That's all. That's all. Just to me, bro. Emojis just scream beta.
Okay.
In my opinion, it's just too much. You go through your messages. You got LOL, LMAO, all through. You got that's creating a friendly vibe. You get what I'm saying? When you doing all the LMAO, LOL, that creates a friendly vibe. Then you wonder why when you go on a date with the chick,
Is it better than that?
Yeah, it's better.
She's treating you like a friend. She's putting you in a friend zone. You caused that, motherfucker. You put all this LOL, LMAO. If I'm reading your damn messages, I'm thinking I'm talking to my sister. If you was to show me your messages with the girl, I'm thinking I'm talking to my sister. Am I talking to my little sister, my little cousin? All this LMAO, LOL, whatever LOLs, L's y'all be using. LLL. The hell, guys, keep that shit to a minimum, bro. Keep that to a minimum. Keep that to a minimum, right? Maybe a laughing emoji once a week. You know what I'm saying? You want the vibe. Now,
and that helps with the they don't know how you feel, right? Because you put an emoji that helps show them what you're feeling. And if you just don't put anything, that they can always guess, oh, he's mad at me, or oh, I need to step my shit up. You know?
Yeah, I just...
It keeps that mystique.
I'll just keep it usually to a thumbs up or something. She'll say, I got home, just made it home, I love you, and I'll just send her a thumbs up or something a few hours later. No, but we don't really text anymore.
Mm-hmm.
The only text I really send her is just to come over here and bring me something.
We don't really text anymore, and we're kind of cold when we do, but sometimes I feel like that's just the right way to do it.
I mean, I just think if you're going to be talking with her all friendly, it should be in person, you know, right at,
Because, like, her phone be blowing up, but she was fucking me, you know?
Well, because you're a cat, you know, you're top of her list.
Whoa!
You know?
Whoa, there's a Cyclops in here, bro. What the fuck? God damn.
I don't even know they had...
Holy shit. No, this is modded.
No.
There's a bunch of bullshit on here. Oh, the fucking mermaids, dude. They got me. They're bringing me in with their lust. Get out of here, you whore. Die. You can't sing me. Oh my gosh, you ugly bitch. Got him. These women got no power over me, bro.
But yeah, you know, you're the bull, you know, you're the lone bull, you know, in her eyes, and she's trying to tame you. You're like a stallion that got loose.
And what, she's checking to see if she has me tamed or not?
Yeah, you know, she's trying to rile you into the stable and...
Or test the waters to see where I'm at.
She'll threaten you, she'll try to take sex off the table, and, you know, you just, okay, well, you know, I'll call someone else over. They're powerless when you do that, man. And you may not have somebody else to fill her gap, but you can sure as hell act like it anyway.
Right,
you know?
right.
Doesn't mean it always has to be true.
And that's good, too, because then you don't have to fill the void with another bitch and fall in the same hole with someone else at the same time.
Yeah, I haven't really talked with anybody lately. I'm not in the place to be doing that. I shouldn't be, you know, but doesn't mean I won't keep my Tinder just installed just to remind her that it's there, you know, if she wants to act up. You know?
Yeah. Keep them options.
She keeps asking me if I'll delete it, you know, because it's unhealthy or something.
You can show a little personality. You can show a little humor here and there, but you don't need to be using all these emojis. These emojis, they come across as too friendly. Set the vibe. Guys, when I set dates with Jay, when I talk to girls, it's to the point. I'm a masculine man. We can do all the laughing and talking when you get here. Ain't no point in me trying to LOL, LMAO my way through the
Yeah, I
whole
like that point. I've heard a lot of people say that. Even you.
What's that?
You do the laughing, you do all the talking in person, right? Why bother doing it over the phone? You don't make that same connection. You're just wasting your fucking lines, dude. Saying things at the wrong time is what you're doing.
Nah, just purely keep it to logistics, you know.
You ruin your game.
You guys.
Nah.
You got no game anymore. You got nothing else to say.
Don't know how to save that shit for the date, so you try to impress the girl through text message. The way you be alpha through text is you don't use all that bullshit. Let her do it. Let her use all the emoticons and emojis and the LMAOs and the LOLs. Let her do all that. You a man. You a masculine guy. You want her to respect you. You want her to take you seriously, right? You want her to submit to you, right? You think she's gonna be submitting to a dude who's sending her 200 laughing emojis, 10 crying faces? You think she's gonna be submitting to you? That's subconscious, bro. She's not gonna submit to you. She's not gonna take you seriously, bro. Right? Keep that emoji shit to a minimum. You a man. You want a girl to look at you as this. Oh, he get my pussy wet. He get me wet. You know, he's the dude that, you know, he has a serious, you know, he has a serious vibe, but I know he gonna dig my guts out. I know he's gonna break my back. That's the girl, that's the frame you want to be with girls. You don't want to be the guy, she's like, oh yeah, we having a conversation. I'm talking to this guy, we talking. You're not exciting her, bro. Every guy's doing it. Every guy is sending her emoticons and emojis, LOLs, LMAOs. Every guy's doing that shit. Thinking that that's cool, that's funny, that's showing personality. They ain't showing no damn personality. Show some personality in person, right? Show a little bit, you know, you can show a little humor here and there, a little ha-ha. The most I would do is a ha-ha. You know, I do ha-has, or maybe once in a while, I don't know. I probably use LOL like once a year. I don't know. I don't use that shit, bro. I don't talk like that with girls, bro. You know what I'm saying? The second thing, guys, you don't want to do. The second thing you want to do to be alpha through text, guys, is not gossip. Once you start dating a girl, once you're talking to a girl, this is what's going to happen. She's going to start trying to talk about her day with you. Oh, guess what? Guess what happened today? Oh, once you start seeing that shit, hey, you gotta back the fuck up. Hey, baby, I am not your texting buddy. You do not want to get into a gossip.
Right there.
You don't want to be the dude she gossips.
That's a role that's they're trying to fill.
And that's what I noticed with Alex. You know, is that she wouldn't send that shit, and I would assume.
Yes.
That I fell off my game.
Yes. That she's not interested because she's not talking to you. She's not.
But then she would say, "Oh, I was worried about annoying you. That's why I don't, you know." You know what I'm saying?
And you know that could be right, or they could really be testing you, bro.
Oh, I mean, I never bring that up or anything. It's just like she'll come over and she says, "Oh, I wanted to talk to you all week, but I was worried I would bug you or something, so I didn't hit." You know. That kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's why I don't even. You shouldn't even be focusing on that in the first place. You shouldn't even be looking at your messages like that, keeping track, because that's just showing that your priorities are not straight.
Right.
You know,
you got nothing else better to do.
Even if you don't respond to her or you don't hit her up, if you're just sitting there counting the days that it's been, that might as well be the same thing, you know, because you're just torturing yourself.
Right.
You know, oh, I haven't hit her up first in a week, but were you sitting there just staring at it all day, you know? It's the same thing. You got to fill your day with like what you're doing right now, Hadley. You know, that girl's probably thinking that she's hoping you're laying in bed right now, staring at your screen. Meanwhile, you're just in a call with your buddy playing. Yeah. And meanwhile, you're having fun, you're playing Minecraft, you're having a deep conversation, you know, you just... You could give a damn about what she's up to because you're busy doing you. You know?
Yeah.
I guarantee you, I could almost put money on it right now, Emily. If she's awake, she's probably sitting there wondering what you're doing.
Yeah, so she talked to me on WhatsApp.
Yeah.
And I don't think she's talking to anyone else on WhatsApp because she was doing that so I could be blocked. So she could be with her boyfriend or whatever. She didn't tell me this, but this is kind of what I figured out. So she could be with her boyfriend, but my name wouldn't pop up on the phone. And she would have to go on and like refresh the app for my text to like go through.
Yeah.
So if I texted her, it wouldn't show up on the phone. She'd have to go in.
Did she cheat out here with you yet?
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Jeez Louise.
Which is another red flag, right? That's definitely not material I'm looking for, right?
She's gonna do that.
She already did it with me, right?
I think this.
She's just repeating herself.
I think, Haley, for the next decade or 5 years, you shouldn't even do a relationship at all. And if a girl wants to stick with you regardless, she's around a girl that really cares about you. Because if a girl really wants your presence in, she's gonna stick around whether she's your girlfriend or not, because you're that good of a guy for her. You know?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it's like, if she moves on, okay. But, and there's plenty of girls that would do that for you. You're not a, I'm not gonna lie to you. You're a well-rounded ass dude. And you should be proud of yourself for that. And on any girl that got to know you, easily fall in love. That's just a fact. Because you think for yourself, you're not just a robot that I feel like I'm talking to. You actually have your own opinions. You're out there. You're different. In a way, it's good to be different. That's the best people to talk to.
Right. You're not just a no personality.
You could call it, I wouldn't say weird or anything, but weird is good in my book. I mean, I'd say I'm weird,
It just means you have a personality and you piss some people off.
Well, if you're not pissing people off, you're not living your life.
You don't have a personality. You're not unique.
Nobody gives people forget about you in 2 seconds. Everybody's so self-consumed. Anybody except your close friends and family. Think about how average the dumbest person you know is. Most people are dumber than that, Not a mood.
You want to be the dude that gets her wet. You want to get her guts watering. You want her to be thinking about you to pipe her out, not the dude that she want to share her daily stories with. Let her keep that for her girlfriends. You are not one of her girlfriends, bro. You're not one of her buddies. Keep a masculine frame. You gotta.
Oh wait! I forget what I was saying. Hold on.
Yeah. Let me pause it. I was getting my vape real quick.
So on WhatsApp or whatever, and I would go. I'd go in and check. It says like what time you log on. Fuck, fell. And
oh really?
Since I don't think she's been talking to anyone, I think she's been checking to see if I responded to her. Right, I kind of looked her on Reddit last time.
Does it show if you read it or not?
Yeah.
If you opened.
Yeah, but it also shows when you get on the app. So
You should, if she ever hits you up, you should get on the app later on and not respond, and just sort of look like you're talking to other people.
Oh, yeah, yep. Play a little game. And that doesn't even have to mean a bad thing. That could just mean I'm asking my bro, like, what should I say, bro? That.
Hell, you got so many people seeking your attention. You just didn't see a message because you got so many messages in your inbox.
Yep.
It doesn't have to be true, but
it doesn't have to be such a bad thing. I'm programmed to like not want to look bad, right?
You're a busy man. You're a man with it. You're busy hunkered down on your PC, doing some work, building a PC. You're doing something. Who knows? She has a massive imagination. Who knows what you're doing?
Right.
You're not a fucking, you're not a fucking ugly dude, man. You're a fucking, you're a handsome ass fucking guy. I mean, of course she's gonna be assuming that. I hope you know that. With a personality.
Yeah, until you prove her wrong, right?
But there's always ways that we need to work on our aesthetics and our looks. There's always ways. I'm not saying to always be happy with how you are in the moment, but there's always ways we gotta be building ourselves up. Like, oh, maybe I should lower my beard, trim a bit, trim it down. Okay, maybe I should put some more weight on my chest. We always gotta be. Oh, this style makes my jawline pop out more. You know what I mean? There's always ways that we should be aiming to maximize our... Like I notice, when I'm a lot more fit, I carry myself a little bit different. It's slight, but, it's like, You know what I mean? Have you ever noticed when you're a lot more
Yeah, you got a little
physically
more
fit?
confidence. And is
Well, you
it
just
is it
kind of
100% confidence, or is it your heart and head are a little bit healthier too, and that
I
adds
think it's
on to
both.
it?
But have you noticed you just kind of have this swagger to you when you're a little bit more fit?
I guess that's a good way to put it.
Just kind of walk like, yeah, I got a big cock. I'm a hunk. I'm shredded. I don't know. It's just you just have this kind of nonchalant, kind of just laid back. I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying you're not competent if you're not absolutely shredded, but it's just a little better when you are. You just have more of this kind of rhythm to yourself, like a melody. You know, like I noticed lately. I don't know if you can understand this. Like if I had sex when my body's like how it is now, where I lost 30 pounds. It's like I'll be having sex, but deep
Yeah,
down I feel like I haven't earned it or something. Like I just like I don't know what it is. It's just it doesn't feel. It feels weird to dominate a girl when you're in a subpar body that's not
I don't
physically
feel good
healthy.
enough, bro.
Well, you're good enough. It doesn't it kind of
I
just
know I'm
feel weird
capable of better.
to be dominating a girl in bed, when you're in just a slim body. It just doesn't. I don't know. Like there's something just animalistic when you're healthy and you're shredded and you're fucking that girl's brains out. You just kind of feel like a stallion. You feel like a bull. You know. You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird how we've evolved. Like I haven't even been wanting sex at all lately because of that. I just haven't even been thinking about it. I'm just like I got to get my body back. And I can't wait till I'm a lot mentally better so I can enjoy that with you too, and we can both make that kind of something we can enjoy and make it fun. We can go out to eat afterwards or something. Go to Olive Garden or whatever. Get some food and smoke a blunt. Just make it fun. It doesn't have to be
Get
like,
arrested.
yeah. Sit in the hot tub, Watch videos while we sit in the hot tub, Just make it fun.
Friend, right? All this gossiping, how was your day? Once you hear a girl say, oh, let me tell you what happened today, you have to take 5 steps back, my nigga. Back up. Once you hear that, back up. You have to back up, right? You are going down the wrong path. She shouldn't even feel comfortable with you, be able to, oh, guess what happened today? Start sharing her stories with you before you know it. She asking you what panties she gonna wear. That's how it happened. That's how it happened. Before you know it, she asking you, hey, I'm going on a date with this guy. What panties should I wear? And now before you know it, you the bed cuck simp, friend zone dude that she asking you what panties to wear. Don't be giving these girls, she gonna be asking you, oh, she might ask you, hey, can you give me some advice? Yeah, I'm busy, ask your friends, guys, do not be that guy. A lot of guys use that as an opportunity to try to get laid. What they don't know is this, the more you try to be friend with her, the more, guess what, you in the friend zone. I'm keeping that distance, baby. This is not our relationship. Our relationship is not for me and you to be talking and gossiping. Keep that for your girlfriends. Keep that for your beta males. I'm the guy who gets your guts watery. I'm gonna break your back. I'm like my boy Steph said. I'm gonna dig till you bust. That's what we talking about over here. We ain't doing all of that. No. We not gossiping, right? Number 3, guys, is to keep it simple. This is how you keep it. To be alpha through text, keep it simple. Sometimes you can hit up. Hey, how's your week going? Bro, that text alone will do more than a guy she talks to every day, sending her LOLs and LMAOs and laughing emojis. That simple text right there will get her thinking about you more than any other beta cut.
Yes, it's more. It has more meaning behind it.
Keep it simple.
Yeah.
When you're in person with her, you dig her guts out, you break her back, you know what I'm saying, you keep a masculine frame, then, you know, every week or so, hey, how's your week going? That will mean so much more to her. That little simple text will mean so much more to her than a dude who texts her all day. Y'all think that, oh, the more I talk to her, the more she likes me. No, the more mystery you create, the more she's interested. The more mystery you create, the more she wants to know about you. The more mystery you create, the more she wants to spend time with you. If she has everything she wants through text, what is the point of her seeing you? Where's the excitement? Why would she be excited to come on a date with you if y'all have talked about everything through text?
Is it for
Guys,
sex?
this is how I text girls. Like I just told you. Hey, how's your week going? I might have fucked the last week or 2 weeks ago. That one simple text. Hey, how's your week going? Or hey, how's your day going? Oh, it's going nice? Okay, cool. I'm just checking up on you. You know, have a good day. And that alone will go so far. That's how you be alpha through text. Keep it simple. Do not be using all these emojis. And do not gossip, guys. They're going to try to pull you in. She wants to pull you in to be her gossip buddy, right? You're going to keep it simple. Even if a girl's not into you, bro.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to text her in a couple weeks and be like, yo,
be your texting buddy,
how you doing?
And that's it, guys.
Yeah, no, just let her hit her.
Don't use too many emojis. Don't
I agree on that. Oh, here's one that I was watching earlier. I didn't finish. Let's see how this one is.
She's starting to pull back. Why you should or should not.
Can you hear that okay?
Yeah, I can hear.
Okay, good.
Do it, right? Number one, guys, what no contact does is it shows the girl that you are not.
Oh, I heard that it's like a no contact rule.
Guys, we live in a society now where, you know what I'm saying, men are taken lightly. Men are taken for.
Yes, sir.
Women don't respect. You know, our word doesn't mean nothing. They flake, ghost, don't show up. You know, our feelings, what we think, what we do doesn't matter, right? When
We're told it does. Told to be open. No.
Let it keep it.
You show her that you're not.
Keep it
Well,
progressive.
keep us tamed. You know, keep us in our cage. You know, keep us neutered. You know, and
But some girls are real open about it, and I think that's where they fuck up. Is because they're not trying to get guys, so they're just open about the mentality. You get some kind of perspective from it at least. That all
yeah,
no
doubt.
or whatever. You get a little perspective of like what's going through their head.
God to be disrespected. What 99% of guys would do, what 99.9% of guys would do, is they will keep pursuing. When she starts playing games, they start chasing more. Right? When she starts to disrespect, they start trying to fix it. When you go no contact, you're telling her, listen, I'm a high value guy. That's not gonna fly with me. You get what I'm saying? That's not gonna fly over here, baby. You know what I'm saying? All those games you play with those other guys, that's not gonna work with me.
It's not gonna float over here.
No.
No.
That's why I personally I love no contact. Some people might disagree with it. I think it's a great method.
It's a good exercise to how do you fill your time.
Yeah.
This is not gonna fly with me. I am not the guy to be disrespected. Alright? Guys, like I've told y'all before, I could care less about keeping the girl if she doesn't respect me. Keep your love and affection, baby. If you don't respect me, I don't want none of that. My respect comes first. If you don't respect me, I don't want none of that. Right? I don't
And
want
what do you think
it
respect
doesn't come with
means?
respect.
What do you think that that entails
Respect is
in a relationship? I mean,
knowing that you're a man that has your own time and you have your own ambitions that you need to take care of, and you can't be there at all times to supplicate to her whims. Just kind of, like what I'd say respect with Alex is she respects not to hit me up with nonsense because she knows that I'm struggling with my accident and I'm trying to recover and she doesn't want to bug me. If she didn't have that respect, she wouldn't care, but then she would be trying to drag me into her gossip, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Or You could say that with the girl that you had, you know, she's not blowing your shit up all the time. She's respected your space.
For sure,
You know?
100%. Does that mean she respects me?
Well, she's definitely starting to, if not right now, because she knows you're a guy with options. You know, and don't be
She's testing that theory right now.
yeah, you're a hunk of a man, you're a hunk. If you know what a hunk is, that's what you are, and you don't be afraid to act like that and be cocky in front of her and be a little bit of a douche about it if you have to. I know
Yeah,
that may not be
trying to work on that.
I know I've never been really like that, but I had to kind of sometimes I just be a little bit too cocky in front of her on purpose.
You ever feel bad about it, or you like you went too far?
I'll talk about how perfect I am, or like I'll look in the mirror and just say how, damn, I'm looking sexy today or something, and just build myself up in front of her. Even though it comes out douchey as hell sometimes, it's you'd rather be full of yourself than insecure, and it makes her insecure because she knows that you know your worth, so she can't tear you down in any way if she wanted to.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean.
I mean, we could have our differences, and she ends up trying to tell Lee, you gotta look at your dick. You got a baby dick. I mean, I got a small dick when it's soft. She could probably, if she, who knows what ammunition she could say. Oh, the sex with you was never that good, or, but your own value yourself. That doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I've had girls try to poke at that from Tinder that when we wouldn't work out, they would use my injury against me because they would hear about it sometimes. And they would tell me that, oh, you're damaged, this is your punishment for the way that you treat girls, God punished you, and this is what you deserve. Girls are ruthless, man. They'll try and pick.
They let you in. They let you in a little bit on their mind. They got weak. They got emotional, and they let you in on their philosophy.
They'll pick at you. They'll pick at your manhood and try to tear your sense of masculinity or self-worth down. And if you got to be able to be, that's like why I constantly. I know I tell you it every time I talk to you, but I constantly try to remind you your worth. And tell you what I think about you, because I want that to normalize in your brain, so if anybody tries to tell you different, you know what the truth is. Even if I have to tell you that every day. I'd rather tell you that too many times than not at all. Does that kind of make sense?
Yes. Yes, it does.
That's what we're here for, and it's not a big.
I don't want your care. I don't want your attention. I don't want your companionship if it doesn't come with respect. Respect comes first for me, right? And with a lot of girls, this is going to be a problem. You have to establish that you are going to be respected at all times. Guys don't want to get this through their head. I am going to be respected at all times. I'm going to set the tone from the jump. From the beginning of the relationship, I am going to set the tone. You are going to respect me. Any games, I'm gone. That's how you set the tone. That's how you let a girl know that she has to respect you. Because why would she? Think about it, guys. When all these simps are willing to do whatever, they're
No
willing
consequences.
to go to heaven and back. Why would she come into the next relationship automatically respecting the guy? You have to teach her that. And this is going to happen to all of us.
Would you ever say, Henley, that there's ever anything you've been insecure about in yourself with your own self-respect?
Everything, dude. Everything.
Because, just getting to know you lately, I feel like you come across as kind of a, what's the word?
But at some point, and I don't know if I don't think this happened all at once. There were just
Yeah.
examples that weren't sexual at all, and you address your insecurities as like, well, this is something to work on, right? This is
Yeah, you should get excited by it, you know, and be like, oh, you know.
yeah, that's a good one. You should get excited when people like get mad at you or they point out a flaw in you because they're helping you grow.
Like you've always come across as a guy that kind of, you don't give yourself enough credit. You know, like you.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
Well, you know that.
But only by people like my age. Then I
No,
don't know.
not in a bad way. Like you just
I
really,
get torn
you really,
down a lot.
you really hump. Who the fuck is tearing you down? What do you mean?
My
What do you mean?
familia.
So, I mean, if you were to say it, insecurity. I mean, and I can tell you some of mine I've had over the years, and lately, if that makes you more comfortable, you know, would you say would it be your looks or where you're at in life, or what would it be?
So
If you would-
everything. Just not being good enough and not being the best at anything. Not being
Yeah.
top dog. It just in any subject at all. And it doesn't matter how good I am. Doesn't matter how much success I've had.
Nah. I get that too with the same after my accident, you know, sometimes, you know, I can be insecure about that and so shit, I'm sitting at home in bed 5 days out of the week just looking at my phone and reading books. What am I doing with my life? Even though there's not much else I could do except wait this out and just do
You're
what I
reading
can.
books, you're growing. That's what you're doing.
Yeah. And even just opening up and telling you that
But it's not good
right
enough.
now.
You're self-conscious. It's not good enough, right?
Oh,
You're not
I
doing
would- I
enough.
would-
You're not working hard enough. You're not making the most out of every second. And there's gotta be some healthiness to that. To not
Yeah.
being content, to being able to keep improving and being
Oh,
able to constantly see flaws and work
That's
on
what
that.
that's what my escapism was doing with the Xanax. It gave me this false sense of contentment where I didn't want to grow because I was just like, okay, well, I'll be zonked out right here. I have enough money in my bank. I don't need to do anything. You know, I just degraded. You know, and you know, you've had a lot of time to, you know, think about if everything worked out, you wouldn't have grown as much as you did from all this analyzing and sitting back and watching the world. That's why you're such a fun guy to talk to, you know, is that, you know, you've had all this time to sit back and think about how things are and what the way the world works and the way people work. You know?
Yeah.
And I know you can be humble. You're a little bit too humble sometimes. You can be,
I've been humbled, right? I've been through
Yeah.
degrading experiences.
I know, but
And I feel like
That's
that's
why,
all part of it, you know? You gotta
Yeah.
take in all the different perspectives.
you know, and that's why I give you my perspective because I want you to let you know what I think. And
It's a potential to learn a lesson the easy way and not have to struggle through it. So I appreciate that.
yeah, you know, and I don't know. I never want to come across with you that I'm just trying to tell you something just to make you feel good or something. Because I hate people. I've always been told that when I was a kid. I was always told lies and stuff just to make me feel good that wasn't true. You know, when I was a little kid, when I was 13 and 12, you know.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, Clint or Lee, you know, you don't need to improve. You're perfect the way you are. You know, there's a
Yeah,
vision to
that's
see.
some women shit, bro.
Yeah, you know, oh,
That's the pussification of that's going to school with girls. That's how it fucking infects you. And
yeah, you know. You gotta get some tough love sometimes, you know, and I mean, say, oh, Lee, just 'cause you're struggling, like I tell myself, yeah, just 'cause I'm struggling with something right now that is horrific and is, you know, pretty scary sometimes to have nerve damage like that, because I was always used to just going to bed and waking up and my problems would be gone when I was younger, you know?
Yeah.
You'd be sick or have a fever and you'd be better in 3
Now you
days.
have a battle that lasts more than a few days.
You know,
Now
but
you in
also
a real war here.
but it's also, you know, it's horrible, but it's almost like I would have traded because it made me who I am. And it's like, it made me appreciative, like just sitting back with you and talking like the way we are. You know, I probably would have never done that with you if I never had this happen. I'd probably be, who knows what I'd be doing, you know? But because of all that, we've come together and now we're like sitting here talking about all this deep shit that most people have to be intoxicated to talk about, you know? I mean, some people have to take Molly just to tell somebody they love them, you know? It's hard for people to open up, you know? But it's normalizing that taboo shit that lets us grow and, you know?
What the fuck is that shit? God damn, my fucking heart is racing.
You're gonna have girls who play games. You have to establish that they have to respect you. If you don't respect me, baby, you can go, right? Because most guys,
And I feel like that's one of the least toxic points you can make.
Scared to lose girls. Once
But
they get a piece of,
you at least need some respect, bro.
with that,
The least least toxic point is that you at least need to demand some respect, or like be respected in a relationship. Not even demand it. It should just be there.
yeah. Well, if you played your cards right, you won't even need to make it known. You know, she'll just be that way.
Right.
And she'll test your limits sometimes, and you got to be swift and be able to remember to draw the line. You know, kind of like when you're raising a kid. You got to draw the line, give the kid some discipline. It's the same practice. You know, Alex used to take out the trash. I had a rule. If she ever sees the trash right outside my room, she takes it downstairs and puts it by the door. And she started to, you know, and I know she didn't just forget. You know, she just tried to test the limit one day. Months later,
what you would do.
She wanted to see if I would stick to my guns or if I would just let it go. You know? And it's like talking, you could say it's like I'm talking to a dog or something, because I'm like, Alex, you know, what is this right here? Is there something different about this right here? You know, and I'd yank her, I'd grab her by the shirt, and I'd pull her over to it, you know, and I'd say, what's over here? And she'd be like, I don't know. And I said, look again. And then she would suddenly remember, oh, the trash. You know, and I tell her, you know, I said, Alex, I could give a shit about the trash. I could do that myself. It's about the principle behind it. You know? It's like, Alex, if you can't be able to keep up with just a trash bag, how can I trust you with anything? You know?
Yeah.
That kind of makes...
Even not just the trash bag, but like supporting you, like proving that you can that she's working for you and not other people. The loyalty.
Nah.
That would be a loyalty test, huh? Yeah.
Yeah. Let me put that back.
They want to run with it. They want to take it and go with it, right? If the girl starts with disrespect, if the girl starts playing games, they walking on eggshells. Oh, I don't wanna make the highness, upset. Yeah, she flaked on me. Yeah, she ghosted me. Yeah, she disrespected me. Yeah, she's pulling back. But this is my only chance of getting some booty. So hey, let me be quiet and do whatever she wants. You're soft. She will never respect you. She might be with you today, but she's already planning her exit. If you can't establish respect, if you can't show dominance, If you can't let her know that, hey, it's my way or the highway, you can take it or leave it, you have to establish that respect, right? That's the first thing that no contact does. The second thing no contact does, it shows her that she's replaceable, right? What do most guys do, right? If this the only girl they messing with, they're going to try to work it out. When you go no contact, when you stop responding, when you stop
Correct.
texting her, it shows her that, hey, maybe this guy has other options.
You're not trying to work it out.
That makes you
Nah.
more attractive. Man, he's not putting up with my crap. He just left like
That's
that.
man. He's not putting up with my crap.
The girls that are beating down his door.
That scared the fuck out of me, dude. He just like hit the, not even hard. I thought that was like my wall was falling down, dude.
No, I jumped up out of my chair, man, thinking it was my...
I got the surround sound headphones on, bro.
That was the same knock when they raided my house.
Fucking sucks.
Oh, man. Hold on, give me about 2 minutes. I'm just gonna pour this tea up in my cup.
Yeah.
And I'll be... Good luck on your day.